Goodnight Construction Site by Sherri Duskey Rinker and Tom Lichtenheld. Down in the big construction site, the tough trucks work with all their might to build a building, make a road, to get the job done.
What is this?
Load by load. You know what that is. What is it?
A bulldozer.
It is a bulldozer.
What is this?
You tell me. What is it?
A crane.
Good job.
What is it?
I don't know. What is it?
A cement truck. What is this?
I don't know. What is it?
An excavator.
What's this one?
Don't check.
Good job. The sun has set. The work is done. It's time for trucks to end their fun. Soon, one by one, they'll go to bed to yawn and rest their sleepy heads, then wake up to another day of rough and tough construction play. Working hard to help his team, crane truck raises one last beam. Reaching, stretching, lifting high, he swings the beam into the sky. He'll set it down right on its mark, then off to bed. It's almost dark. He slowly folds his boom back in, and then with one last sleepy grin, he tucks himself in nice and tight, then cuddles up and says good night. Shh, good night, crane truck, good night. Shh, that's right. Spinning, churning all day long, cement mixer sings his whirly song. Now, he's weary and so dizzy from the fun that keeps him busy. With one last spin, he pours the load. He's ready now to leave the road. He takes a bath, gets shiny bright, pulls up his chute, turns off his light. He cuts his engine, slows his drum, and dreams sweet dreams of twirly fun. Shh, good night, cement mixer, good night. Dump truck loves to work and haul. He carries loads both big and small. He moves the dirt from place to place, then dumps it with a happy face. One final load spills on the heap. Crunch! Now dump truck's tired and wants to sleep. He lowers his bed, locks his gate, rests his wheels.
What's this, Mama?
Oh, that guy is saying, hey, pipe down. Rests his wheels, it's getting late. He dims his lights, then shuts his doors, and soon his engine slows to snores.
What's it?
What is he saying?
What's this?
It's a man. He's saying, you're being too loud. Shh, good night, dump truck, good night. Pushing with his mighty blade, Bulldozer works to smooth the grade. He clears the way to level ground and fills the air with thunderous sound. Roar! No one's as tough and strong as he, but now he's sleepy as can be. He puffs some smoke out of his stack, turns off his engine, stops his track. He curls into his soft dirt bed and dreams of busy days ahead. Shh, good night, bulldozer, good night. Scooping gravel, dirt, and sand, Excavator shapes the land. He digs and lifts throughout the day. But now it's time to end his play. A few more holes to dig and soon he'll roll to bed beneath the moon. He twirls upon his bumpy track, pulls up his boom, stretches his back. He sets his scoop down on the ground and snuggles up without a sound.
What's this?
What is it?
What is it?
You know what it is.
Excavator's boomer.
That's right.
Somebody stole Excavator's bucket.
Somebody stole his bucket. Oh no. Shh. Good night, Excavator. Good night. These big, big trucks, so tough and loud, they work so hard, so rough and proud. Tomorrow is another day, another chance to work and play. Turn off your engines, stop your tracks, relax your wheels, your stacks and backs. No more huffing and puffing, team. It's time to rest your heads and dream. Construction site, all tucked in tight. The day is done. Turn off the light. Great work today. Now, shh, good night.
Where's the guy?
Oh, he must have gone to bed. He was tired. Everybody's sleeping.
Oh, this book in there.
Okay, what do you say? Otis by Lauren Long.
Otis, a burn long.
There was once a friendly little tractor. His name was Otis, and every day Otis and his farmer worked together taking care of the farm they called home. Otis liked to work. But after working hard all day, Otis was ready to unwind and play. He would ride the rolling hills and skirt Mud Pond down by the corn. He would leapfrog bales of hay and explode through the haystacks. On occasion, he would chase a rabbit or play Ring Around the Rosie with the ducks to the sound of his steady puff, puff, puttity chuff. And sometimes at the end of the day, he would just sit under the apple tree and watch the farm below. Every night, tired but happy, Otis would puff into the little stall in the barn that was all his. One night when Otis was fast asleep, the farmer brought a beautiful baby calf into the barn. The calf bawled and bawled for her mother. But when the sleepy sound of a soft puff, puff, puttity chuff came from the next stall, the scared little calf stopped bawling and drifted off to sleep. From that day on, the calf started following the little tractor wherever he went. Puff, puff, puttity chuff. She followed him over the rolling hills and down by Mud Pond. She was right behind him, leapfrogging bales of hay. And the calf made their games of Ring Around the Rosie all the better.
All the better.
Yeah. Sometimes at the end of the day, the two of them would just sit together under the apple tree and watch the farm below. Otis loved his little calf, and the little calf loved Otis. Then one day, the farmer surprised everyone with a brand new yellow tractor. "Time to move out, Otis," the farmer said. He took Otis out of the little stall in the barn that was all his and parked him back behind the barn. Then he backed the big yellow tractor into the stall next to the little calf. But the little calf didn't like the big yellow tractor. He had a deep rumbling snore that shook the stall when he slept. There was no one to purr the little calf gently to sleep, no one to spend her days with. And Otis could not even see his farm as the weeds began to cover his tires. His friend often sat with him, but she could not get him to play like the old days.
Oh no.
It was early summer when the farmer discovered a poster.
What's this?
Looks like the carnival.
What's this?
Yeah, it's the Ferris wheel. Who has the prettiest calf in the land? Judges will decide at the county fair and award a fancy blue ribbon to the winner. The farmer knew the answer. He would show the little calf. But on the morning of the fair, the little calf was nowhere to be found. She had wandered down to Mud Pond by the cornfield to cool off. When she waded into the muddy water, her feet sank. With every step, she sank deeper and deeper and deeper. The little calf was stuck in Mud Pond. "Get the hands!" the farmer shouted when he saw her. All the farm hands came running with their ropes, but the more they tugged, the more stuck the calf got. "Get the big yellow tractor!" the farmer shouted. "He can save her!" But the big tractor just scared the little calf. She sank in deeper and deeper. Nearby farmers began to gather. "Then call Fire Chief Douglas and the fire truck," the farmer shouted. "They can save our little calf." But the sight of the big red fire truck startled the little calf in deeper. The farmer was fit to be tied. If the farm hands and the big tractor and even Chief Douglas and his fire truck couldn't save the little calf, who could?
Oh, good.
Suddenly, the little calf's ears perked up. Over the hum of the growing crowd, there came a faint sound in the distance. A soft, rhythmic purr, put, puff, puttity chuff. The crowd turned and looked. The sound became louder. Put, puff, puttity chuff. Put, put, puttity chuff. And all at once, Otis puffed from around the barn. He turned and headed straight towards Mud Pond. He circled and circled, and the little calf turned and turned, never taking her eyes off her little friend.
It's wild.
With each ring Otis made around Mud Pond, the muddy grip loosened until the calf was able to stumble out of the pond on her own. The two friends had found each other again. Otis led the calf right down the dusty road toward the village, and everyone threw flowers as they went, following them into town. It looked like a happy parade. No one needed a fancy blue ribbon to tell them that the calf was a special calf. Otis was a special tractor, and the two of them were special friends. From that day on, the farmer discovered that with Otis's puttering purr beside the chicken coop, his chickens laid more eggs. At milking time, with Otis's gentle chuff nearby, his cows produced more milk. On occasion, Otis even got to join the farmer and the big yellow tractor out in the fields. But often at the end of the day, Otis would just sit with his friend under the apple tree and watch the farm below. The end.